There's the energy of the Fool within this card. Action leads to success. Number one, I feel they are preparing you for action. They are preparing you for certain action. You would be in a moment of this hermit bubble because you're going through dark night of the soul. You're going through these realizations, right? You've achieved certain things in the physical world that sort of awoke you, that event awoke you to certain realizations. Again, watch this reading from the beginning. I sort of don't want to go there, but I feel that they are, everything that happened, they are preparing you for the actual action, not the action that all this time, all these years, you were taking actions in alignment with your fear. It doesn't mean that as a byproduct you haven't achieved something, you haven't achieved successes, you haven't grew as a person, but you are figuring out your motivation now. It means that they are preparing you to act from a place of love, to act from a place of alignment, to truly walk towards your northern star. It's the action that leads to true success, the action that you will have to take. The true switch as well, I'm hearing, and you guys know that I always speak to you guys about this, especially my masculines, because for a very long time you are confusing two concepts: master of destiny and victim of fate. They're preparing you to really become the master of your destiny. We have master manifestor as well. Number 10, 1 and 10, and completion. What we were talking about, creation, but co-creation with God, co-creation with source, co-creation in line with your highest alignment. You are the master manifestor. You are the master of your destiny. Everything that happened in your life up to this moment was to teach you that you're not a victim of your fate. You don't have to pursue things and chase things to numb the emptiness that you feel within you and the pain you feel within your ego. That's something that you do through inner work, through finding your inner truth, right? And actions should be led by the soul, should be coming from the desire of the heart, right? Maybe you're as well, I'm hearing, there is a third eye activation I'm sensing. Maybe through this dark night of the soul, you will sort of go through a third eye activation, that intuition activation. There's a great meditation by Brian Scott as well. If you type in YouTube Brian Scott third eye, he has a lot. I will try to find it and put it on a screen. But what was coming to my mind as well, that maybe you will be seeing a lot of spiders. Spider is the feminine. Follow the spider, I'm hearing. I don't know why. Spider is the feminine. Spider is a message from your feminine. So talk to the spider. Talk to the spider, my brother. As silly as it will appear to your logical mind, talk to the spider, release the spider, set the spider free. Do not harm the spider. Do not fear the spider. Observe where he appeared. What were you thinking as the spider appeared? They're messengers. We have the inner truth number 7. Beautiful number as well. Learning, expansion of the soul, expansion of the consciousness. You're seeking for your inner truth right now. I feel this is the ultimate release of the conditioning. Without you realizing, you were following the fear, the ego, the conditioning, the expectations of others. You are anchoring yourself right now in your inner truth. So really follow that path to really figure out, what is it that I want? If the whole world ceased to exist, okay? Think about this, because you were conditioned, right? So think about this. Imagine that whatever you do in life, whatever you achieve, no one will ever know. No one. If you become the wealthiest, the most powerful person on the face of the planet, okay, all the billions and whatnot, no one will ever know. Not your mama, not your dad, not your family, not people, not your divine, no one will ever know. It will be your biggest secret, right? It's this faceless, anonymous being, right? The egoless being. So no one will know. And what you do now, imagine as well that you live in a world that is not ruled by this pentacle, right? Because we live in a world that is ruled by pentacle. So imagine that it doesn't exist, right? what you really want, what you would really do. And I oftentimes give you guys as well this exercise. If the world was ending, imagine that a huge ships are landing and they're saying, we're not friendly aliens. We're tired of you people, okay? We're going to destroy you tomorrow at noon, okay? This is where everything's going to end. The world as you knew it. The earth will be like, psh, set on fire. What do you do? What do you crave? What do you miss? What are some things that you want to do and say? Because when we're truly aligned, if that situation happens, if the two scenarios that I've given you, okay, so either you know that no one will ever know, or the aliens come and they say you have 24 hours, we will destroy you tomorrow at noon. When you're truly aligned and fulfilled, you're like, so be it. And I am where I'm supposed to be. I am with who I want to be. I do what I always wanted to do. So be it. What am I going to do? I take it, right? I'll just fix myself maybe a nice meal and eat something that I still want to eat. I have nothing to course correct. I have no one to apologize. I have no one to speak to. I have no final things that I want to see and experience because I'm aligned. I'm aligned. So what would you do in these situations? That's the guidance of the soul. And we have victory. This is a beautiful card. The card of the victor. I think this is a falcon. So maybe it's a sign. I don't know. I just heard the name Victoria. Maybe that's significant for some of you. But this card is a beautiful card because this card represents that you are made for greatness. You are made for victory. You are made for success. Your highest, most abundant timeline is reachable for you, right? It's you just need to reach for it. But this card also teaches us due diligence, okay? This card also talks about what I already said to you. There are certain things in life that you have to accept, that you're not going to snap your fingers. You're not going to sneak through the back door. You have to work with diligence, with trust, and with faith. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, if you want to achieve this great success and generational wealth, you have to accept that as long as you act from a place of soul, you will achieve that. It is yours. But act with diligence, with commitment, with dedication, with honesty, with integrity, true masculine qualities. If you want to achieve union with your divine feminine, it is yours. It is achievable. But you have to accept that you will have to work towards it with patience, with diligence, with commitment, with consistency. Do you know what I mean? Success is for those who are who have perseverance, who have patience, who have dedication, right? All right, let's do you some tarot. On top of that, what's the guidance and what's coming? More than anything, I want to know what's coming for this collective. What you're guided to do. What your guides are saying. We have beautiful numbers. You are anchoring yourself in your masculine energy, so it's closer than farther. Worry not, my brother. It's all good. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about observation, about learning, curiosity. I feel that everything that you've received right now, there's going to be a lot of curiosity to explore these topics, to really understand these topics. Maybe learn to explore certain things in meditation, not as per your logical mind. So don't do Google search. Don't ask ChatGPT. They know nothing of nothing. All right, come on. Reach towards your heart. Reach for guidance. Ask your guides to show you signs, to give you answers in downloads, to give you answers in dreams, in the inner knowing. Learn to operate in this new world that was revealed to you recently through this death and rebirth process that you've been through, right? Be curious, but I'm also be open-minded, but I'm also hearing that you have to learn to listen and learn to learn, right? Learn to observe. So maybe in the past you were someone, and we had that communication as a two-way street card, remember? So maybe in the past you were someone, you were more eager to control things, to direct things, to make things your way. And if they were not going your way, you were going into avoidance, or you were reacting. It's that Knight of Wands that we mentioned, a bit of a reactive, react on an impulse. Learn to observe. True masculine has patience. True masculine is an observer. It's a hunter. What does a hunter do? A hunter needs a moment of preparation. A hunter needs to collect intelligence. A hunter needs to collect information and prepare a good strategy. And then they observe, right? Being that lion in the wild, and whether that's your future success and path or your feminine, is the gazelle. You observe the gazelle. Gazelle does something. A lion doesn't react immediately. The gazelle moves away. The lion doesn't go like, oh no, it's not going to work out. The lion observe, right? So whatever, because they will be pushing you towards actions in the future season. I feel like you're going to be pushed towards certain actions that will lead you towards your aligned path. So they will be testing you as well. Become the observer. Really analyze what you hear, what you see. Don't react immediately. Be wise. Be the learner. Have learner's mindset. Hunter. They're very selective today in what they're wanting to say, which is good. The more selectively, it's the path gets narrower. They're showing me this card. Your path is getting narrower. After this ascension, after this dark night of the soul, I feel this collective. I always say this to you guys. As we take choices, we sort of kill off different timelines because we grow. We know more and more who we are. We get to know and we start to embody the authentic self of a soul. And the more we do that, the path gets narrower. There's not that many options because you're already aligned with your highest, most aligned timeline. So all the other possibilities and risks, you're sort of kill off, right? Two of Wands, preparation. I feel you are in a state of preparation. This collective. This is the moment before action. This is the moment before you take a step. This is the moment when you, I'm not sure, they're showing me, like someone on a cliff and you're seeing being a leader of like an army and seeing your army and everything being prepared. So you haven't really stepped onto the battlefield just yet. You haven't really stepped and jumped on that horse just yet, but you're in a state of preparation. There's you have to learn. Don't ignore any intuitive thought, any dream, anything that you feel that you're guided towards exploring, right? Be open-minded. You're in a moment of preparation to step onto your highest, most abundant timeline, because that's on top of that master manifester. You will have this collective in life. You will have everything that you want and way beyond. You cannot even imagine. Way beyond your wildest dreams and expectations. You'll manifest that, and you're about to step onto that path. And you're now in season of preparation. So really listen, really observe with humility, with learner's mindset, okay? Eight of Wands. Boom, boom, boom. Action. I feel for this collective, your life will unfold just like the Satori. When Satori happens, when this whole process happens for masculine, starting from conscious awakening, dark nights of the soul, preparation, then you go from your Satori, and it's this immediate awakening. It's like boom, right? And then from there, it's just boom, 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 boom. Because now it's this realization that all along you were the stopper, right? It wasn't the world. It wasn't the again, societal conditioning, the distance, the differences. It was you. It was you all along, right? So the moment you realize that it's boom, 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 I feel they're preparing you for swift action. I feel that this is going to be one of these stories that your life will change from freaking one day to another. Once you realize your inner truth that you're working on, remember what we said? Question everything. That the devil and that angel, right? Because you were doing so many things from a place of lack, from a place of conditioning, from a place of trying to prove God knows what to God knows who. Once you find your inner truth, do these exercises that I told you. Really, you may think already as I said them to you, but really sit down, close your eyes, create space for yourself, take a few deep breaths, and with your eyes closed, you can put your hands on your heart, or you can just in that released position ask yourself those questions. If no one would ever know, what do I really want? And question number 2, if aliens will destroy us tomorrow, what do I want to do? This is how you really feel into what your heart's desire, your inner truth, your true path, your northern star. And from there, once you realize that and once you accept that, it will be boom, boom, boom. There's some travel that may be involved as well. Both of these cards are travel cards, so you may have some travels on the cards to actually pursue whatever it is that you want to pursue. 6 of Wands! Success. But this time is on top of that victory. My friend, you cannot even imagine what's on the cards for you. Oh my God. A life of joy, happiness, fulfillment, passion, and just poof. It will blow your mind. Because this success, this time around, it's not like the one that we pulled as your first card. It's the true success. It's the victory of a soul. It's the one that isn't deprived of needs of the soul. Because this success, it's something that your soul will guide you towards, not your ego. Beautiful. Let's do another row. The Chariot. You guys, this collective, you have 8 of Wands and you have the Chariot, and that's action leads to success, right? So in your first row, there's a preparation, there's learning, there's change of your mindset. You have to process everything that was like downloaded to you right now. But you guys, and we have 2 sevens. Maybe 7 is important. Maybe you're ruled by number 7. But it is a number of wisdom, of spirituality, of awakening. So I feel that I don't even need to give you guidance, because this masculine, once you go through that moment, and they know when you're ready, and they will force you into that moment. Awakening is not something that we choose, right? The moment when they will feel that you're ready, because you process all this information, they will awaken you with a push of a button, right? And when that happens, you being a masculine, divine masculine, you will need no guidance. You will know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. And you will create some forward movement for yourself. Action, 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 I'm hearing. Eight of Coins. This is beautiful because it is a card of mastery, but it's also a card of understanding that we talked about this, that things take time. There was some sort of urgency within you, and that urgency was creating that Knight of Wands kind of energy. It's like you wanted something, so you would give it a try, but then you felt that, oh my God, it needed work, it needed effort, it needed like, no, so I'm not going to do it, and you would pull back. True divine masculine understands that certain things take time, that you cannot build an empire from one day to another, that you have to have a long-term plan, that you have to come in with a long-term plan as a divine masculine. True divine masculine understands that mastery takes practice, that you have to be a newbie to become a master, that you have to put in, again, work, effort, perseverance, dedications, consistency, commitment into your endeavors to fully achieve. You are in the beginning of your journey, and you will step onto soon your highest, most aligned timeline. But every season, you will gradually build more and more and more. So really feel into it, that it's okay, that it's only amazing. Our soul loves that. How fun it would be if you had it all now today. It will take, true masculine is a hunter. True masculine wants to put in effort and see how things expand gradually, right? 2 more. Let's do 1 more to close this spread, and I want to do what? The Emperor. The Emperor closes your spread. Shut the front door. That's on top of that Victory and the 6 of Wands. My man. My man. I know I always say that we're all magic, we're all magical souls, we're all equals, and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, some of us are a little bit more magic. Wink, wink. And that is you. That is you. You are meant for greatness. But you really have to, I feel that some of that greatness of yours will happen in the privacy of your life. Right? Some of it will be something that people will obviously feel this in your energy, but by the time it happens, you won't care. But some of that greatness, some of that power, some of that, it will be something that you will cherish in between you and your feminine, in between you and your own successes. Do you know what I mean? It's coming to my mind for a reason, but I feel that by the time it will happen, you wouldn't want it any other way. Do you know what I mean? And I oftentimes say this to you guys, the most amazing things in life, the most amazing gifts, they're so sacred, they're so beautiful, that it's only the ego that wants to share and spread the news, right? How happy we are and how much we have. And this is true Emperor. This is true masculine. This is the father of the generational wealth and generational trauma. The breaker of the generational trauma. That's what I wanted to say. Breaker of generational trauma. True strength. True perseverance. True... it's the masculine that... Oh my God. You're magic. You're magic. King. True king. Man that changed the world. Five of Cups. It was sort of a, face down. So I was like, what's it going to be? All these cards are beautiful on what's coming, right? Small steps, my brother. You will have to learn on your journey. Small steps, big accomplishments. Maybe you are someone who is a romantic. You love a grand gesture. You love a big thing, right? But I feel there's something for this collective that you have to learn. Small steps, big accomplishments, right? Maybe you're someone that you thought that one day you would have this huge breakthrough and your life will change from one day to another. But it's going to be balance between these two. Your life will change. It's going to be a swift movement. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, right? But in the same time, you will have to understand that it's one coin to another. It's the small steps that you will have to approach things with that mindset. So maybe you're someone that you think that you would need to conquer your feminine as you return. You would need this grand gesture, this big thing. And what's going to be needed? It's going to be every day, one coin, small step, big accomplishment. But in the same time, you will immediately feel the shift. You will immediately feel the wave, I'm hearing as well. Look at the bright side. Look at the bright side. Release the... as you will discover that inner truth, right? That there's all cards are beautiful, but as these downloads land, and as the dark night of the soul ends, and as you're soon faced with your Satori, you will realize your inner truth, right? And as you realize your inner truth, you answer those 2 questions that I've given to you, right? What would you do? You finally realize the truth of your soul, the meaning of life, the purpose of your soul. What did you come here to do? And it's this moment of, oh my God, why I didn't do it sooner? Why I didn't know this sooner? Why I made all these mistakes? Don't go there. Don't go there. Immediately forgive yourself, okay? Ask for forgiveness when it's where it needs to be asked. Take accountability, but immediately look towards the future. Don't look towards the past. We don't live there anymore, okay? We're not there anymore. Certain things need to be addressed, discussed. That's fine. It's all good. But energetically release that. Don't feel sadness. Would have, should have, could have, okay? No. It's irrelevant. Don't go there. Don't look at things that are not or would not. Look at things that actually will happen. I want to pull a couple of these for you for guidance. Maybe 4 or 5. 3, 4. Oh, okay. All right, we have Peacock, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Yes, you were. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Didn't I say that? We were talking about humility. There's something, you have a bit of a peacock energy, this collective. Maybe you like to look pretty, to shine pretty, to show people, what you have so they can pat you on the back as well. There's a reason I was saying that a lot of the things will happen in the privacy of your home and of your life. So learn humility. And with that jealousy, maybe you also still have certain things to compare yourself and your journey to other people. No, your journey is unique. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Peacock. What else do we have? Hold on. Owl. White owl may also be assigned to you because it's the second card that you have. Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. There is something, this collective, that in the next couple of moons, in the next weeks, you will be heavily discovering your inner truth. So trust the inner vision, right? And see through deceptions. You've been stuck in deceptions of the matrix. No more. No more. Release that and let the past go. The past happened because it had to happen. The past happened because you were stuck in the matrix, but you are no more. So instead of dwelling, just move towards the future. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to show you your your owl. We have humpback whale, the singer. Whales are magical as well. I'm looking at the full moon. Maybe full moon is significant. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. There is a path of alignment for you. There's small little things that you still have to understand, downloads that you're receiving that you still have to process. But once that happen, again, boom, 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 your life will change. Proceed with humility, proceed with calmness, proceed with hunter, observer, okay? Small steps, big accomplishments, right? Your true emperor. Loon, intuitive. Sort of a little, is that a duck or a loon? Is that a duck? I don't know. 808 on a timer. Listen to the song of your soul. You really have to listen. And there's a reason I was saying to you guys to drop into your heart, not to your mind. Remember? Trust your intuition. Intuition, your third eye as well. Activate that third eye. As you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. We have grizzly bear, power, beautiful. I am indestructible. Yes, you are. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. We talked about the real strength as well. I never give up. I will succeed. Perseverance will be important on your journey. But you are strong. You are unstoppable. And there's something about your inner truth and intuition that has to activate. And your final card was a personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strength are they known for? What wisdom do you share? Embrace these qualities. I feel it's because there's a lot within this collective that you still will have to discover about yourself. And you will be the architect. You will be the architect of your own life and of your own master of your destiny. You know everything that you need to know. I hope this was helpful. I love you so incredibly much. I wish you all the best of luck. You are magic.